fear and love. At this time, take a listen.
To sing a song that old was sung. To sing a song that old was sung.
To sing a song that old was sung.
To sing a song that old was sung.
To sing a song
that old was sung.
The fairest in all Syria.
This king unto him took a peer, who died and left the female heir, so buxom, blithe, and full of face, as heaven had lent her all his grace.
And to the father liking took, and her to incest did provoke.
No! Where's father?
Twin times his own to evil. Have you done my man?
The beauty of this sinful dame made many princes thither frame, to seek her as a bedfellow, marriage pleasure's playfellow.
Which to prevent, he made a law, to keep her still and men him off.
And he who asked her for his wife, his riddle told not, lost his life.
So for her many a wight did die, as yon grim looks do testify.
Act 1, Scene 1.
Young Prince of Tyre! You have at large received the danger of the task you undertake.
I have, Antiochus, and with a soul emboldened with the glory of her praise, think death no hazard in his enterprise.
Music! Bring in our daughter, clothed like a bride, for embracements even of love himself.
See where she comes, herald like the spring, graces her subjects and her thoughts the king, of every virtue gives renown to men. O you gods that made me man and sway in love, that have inflamed desire within my breast, to taste the fruit of yon celestial tree, or die in redemption, be my helps, as I am both son and servant to your will, to compass such a boundless happiness.
Prince
Well,
Pericles,
that would soon be sung to good Antiochus.
before thee stands this fair Hesperides, with golden fruits, but dangerous to be touched. For death, like dragons, affright thee hard. And sometimes, famous princes like thyself, adventurous by desire and drawn by report, tell thee with speechless tongues and semblance pale and with dead cheeks, advise thee to desist.
Antiochus, I thank thee who hath taught my frail mortality to know itself. And by these fearful objects, to prepare this body like to them to what I must. I'll make my will then. Ready for the waves of life or death, I wait the sharpest blow.
Scorning advice, read the conclusion then.
Of all, say it yet. Makes that prove prosperous. Of all, say it yet, I wish thee happiness.
Like a bold champion, I assume the lists, nor ask advice of any other thought but faithfulness and courage. The will. I am no Viking, yet I feed on others' flesh which did me breed. I sought a husband in which labor, I found that kindness in a father. He's father, son, and husband mild. I, mother, wife, and yet
China.
How they may be, and yet too, as you will live, resolving you? Oh, you powers, that gives heaven countless eyes to view men's acts. Why cloud they not their sights perpetually, if this be true, which makes me pale to read it? Oh, fair glass of light, I loved you, and could still, were not this glorious casket stored with ill. But I must tell you, now my thoughts revolt, for being played upon before your time, hell only dancing that so harsh and shine. Good sooth, I care not for you.
Prince Pericles, touch not! Upon thy life your time's expired. Either expound now, or receive your sentence.
Great king, do you love to hear the sins they love to act? Who is above all that monarchs do? He is more secure to keep it shut than shown. All of the womb that they're first being bred, then give my tongue like leave to love my head.
Heaven that I had thy head, yes, found the meaning. But I will close with them. Young Prince of Tyre, though by tenor of our strict edict your exposition misinterpreting, we might proceed to counsel of your days, yet hope, succeeding from so fair a tree as fair yourself, doth tune us otherwise. 40 days longer we do respite you, if by which time our secret be undone, this mercy shows will joy in such a son. And until then, your entertained shall be as doth befit our honor and your worth.
How courtesy would seem to cover sin, when what is done is like a hypocrite, where now you are both a father and son, by your untimely claspings with your child, and she an eater of her mother's flesh, by the defiling of her parents' bed, and both like serpents are. Auntie, farewell. One sin I know another doth provoke, murders as near to lust as flame to smoke. Then lest my life be cropped, to keep you clear, by flight I'll shun the danger which I fear.
He hath found the meaning, and therefore instantly this prince must die, for by his fall my honor be kept high. Let your breath cool yourself, telling your haste.
My lord, Prince Pericles is fled.
Thalyard, you are of our chamber, Thalyard. We will advance you, Thalyard. Behold, here is poison, and here is gold. We hate the Prince of Tyre, and thou must kill him. It fits thee not to ask the reason why, because we bid it. Say, is it done?
My lord, 'tis done.
Enough. As thou wilt live, fly after, never return unless thou say Prince Pericles is dead.
If I can get him within my pistol's life, I'll make him sure enough. So farewell to your highness.
Thalyard, adieu. Till Pericles be dead, my heart can lend no succor to my head.
Act 1, Scene 2, Tyre, a room in the palace.
Do you not comfort in your sacred rest?
And keep your mind peaceful and comfortable. Peace, and give experience tongue. They do abuse the king that flatter him. When Senior Sooth here does proclaim peace, he flatters you, makes war upon your life! Prince, pardon me, or strike me if you please. I cannot be much lower than my knees.
All leave ourselves! Helicanus, thou hast moved us. What seest thou in our looks?
An angry brow, dreadful.
If there be such a dark prince's frowns, how durst thy tongue move anger to our face?
How dares the plants look up to heaven from whence they had their nourishment?
Thou knowst I have the power to take thy life from thee.
I have ground the axe myself. Do but you strike the blow.
Rise. Prithee, rise. Sit down. Thou art no flatterer. I thank thee for it. And heaven forbid that kings should let their ears hear their false king. What wouldst thou have me to?
to bear with patience such griefs as you yourself do lay upon yourself.
Thou speaks to me like a physician, Helicanus, that ministers a potion unto me, that thyself would tremble to receive thyself. Attend me then. I went to Antioch, where thou knowest against the fear of death, I saw the purchase of a glorious beauty. Her face was, to my eye, beyond all wonder. The rest, hearken thine ear, as dark as incest, where by my knowledge the simple father seemed not to strike but smooth. But thou knowest this, 'tis time to fear when tyrants seem to kiss. Such fear drew me, I hither fled, and being here, but thought what was past, what might succeed, I knew him tyrannous. And tyrant's fear decrease not, but grow faster than the years. And should he doubt, as no doubt he doth, that I should open to the listening air, how many worthy princes' bloods were shed to keep his bed of darkness unlaid open? To lock that doubt, he'll fill this land with arms, and make pretense of the wrong that I have done him. For all for mine, if I must call offense, and feel war's blow, which spares not innocence, which loves all of which thyself art one, who now reproves me for it, dreams sleep out of mine eyes, blood from my cheeks, musings into my mind, with thousand doubts how I might stop this tempest ere it came, and find a little comfort to relieve them. I thought it princely charity to grieve for them.
Well, my lord, since you have given me leave to speak, freely will I speak. Antiochus you fear, and justly too. I think you fear the tyrant, who either by public war or private treason will take away your life. Therefore, my lord, go travel for a while, till that his rage and anger be forgot, or till the destinies do cut his thread of life. Your will direct to any. If to me, day serves not light more faithful than I'll be.
I do not doubt, king. But should he wrong my liberties in my absence?
We'll mingle our bloods together in the earth, from whence we had our being and our birth.
Tyre, I now look from thee then, and to Tarsus, intend my travel where I'll hear from thee. The care I had and have of subjects good, on thee I lay, whose wisdom strength can bear.
My lord!
I'll take thy word for faith, not ask thine oath. For who should crack one, will break both. Time of this truth shall ne'er convince, thou shouldst a subject shine, I a true prince.
Scene 3, Tyre, outside the palace.
So this is Tyre, and this the court. Here I must kill King Pericles. If I do it not, I'm sure to be hanged at home. Dangerous. Hush! Here comes the Lord of Tyre.
You shall not need, my fellow peers of Tyre, further to question me of your king's departure. His sealed commission left in trust with me does speak sufficiently. He's gone to travel.
How? The king gone?
Sir, if further yet you will be satisfied why he would depart, I'll give some light unto you, being in Antioch. Royal Antiochus, on what cause I know not, took some displeasure at him. At least he judged so.
Well, I suppose I shall not be hanged now since he's gone. The king's ears it should please. Escape the land to perish at the sea. I'll turn that way. Peace to the lords of Tyre!
Lord Thaliard from Antiochus is welcome.
From him I come with a message unto Prince Pericles. But since my landing, I have understood your lord has betook himself to unknown travels. Now my message must return from whence it came.
Yet, ere you shall depart, this we desire as friends to Antioch, that we may feast in Tyre.
Hey!
Act 1, Scene 4.
Tarsus!
Dionysa, shall we rest us here by relating tales of others' griefs, see if it will teach us to forget our own?
Sure.
Dionysa, who wanted food and will not say he wants it, or can conceal his hunger until he famish? Our tongues and sorrows to sound deep, our woes into the air, our eyes to weep. On that discourse I was felt several years, and wanting breath to speak, help me with tears.
I'll do my best.
This Tarsus, over which I have the government, a city on whom plenty held full hand, for riches strewed herself even in her streets, whose towers bore heads so high they kissed the clouds, whose men and dames so jetted and adorned, their tables stored full to glad the sight, and not so much to feed on as delight. All poverty was scorned, and pride so great, the name of help grew odious to repeat.
Too true.
But see what heaven could do by this our change. They had a starve for want of exercise. Those palates that not yet 2 summers younger must have invented to delight the taste, would not be glad of bread and beg for it. Those mothers who didn't nuzzle up their little babes are ready now to eat those little darlings whom they loved. Is not this true?
Yup.
Oh, let those cities that have plenty's cup their superfluous riots hear these tears. The misery of Tarsus may be theirs.
Lord Governor! Lord Governor?
Here, speak out thy sorrows.
We have descried upon our neighboring shore a poor sail of ships mixed over.
I thought as much. When sorrow never comes, but brings an heir to act as its inheritor, and so in ours, some neighboring nation, taking advantage of our misery to beat us down, the which are down already, and make a conquest of unhappy me.
The least fear, for by the semblance of their white flags displayed, they bring us peace, and come to us as favorers, not as foes.
Thou speakest like hymns untutored to repeat, who makes the fairest show means most deceit.
But bring they what they will and what they can, what need we fear our grounds the lowest? Go, tell their general we attend him here, to know for what he comes, and whence he comes, and what he craves. Welcome is peace, if he on peace consist. If on the war we are unable to resist.
Lord Governor, let not our ships and number of our men be like a beacon fire to amaze your eyes. We've heard your miseries as far as Tyre, and our ships, you happily may think, were like the Trojan horse we're stuffed within, are stored with corn to make your needy bread.
The gods protect you, and will pray for you.
Oh, rise, I pray you, rise. We do not ask for reverence, but for love, and harbors of ourselves, our ships, and men.
The which Bonetti shall not gratify or pay you with unthankfulness and thought, be it our wives, our children, or ourselves. The curse of heaven and men succeed their evils. To when the which I hope shall never be seen, your grace is welcome to our town, and us.
Which welcome we'll accept. Peace here a while. Until our stars that frown, lend us a smile.
Here have you seen a mighty king!
This child a whisk to incest bring.
No!
The good Pericles is still at Tarsus.
Enter one with a letter to Pericles.
Pericles shows the letter to Cleon.
Pericles gives the messenger a reward. Woo! And knights him.
They exit.
Good Helicanus that stayed at home, not to eat honey like a drone, but to fulfill his prince's desire, since word of all that haps in Tyre, a Valor came full bent would say.
At a tet murder!
And that in Tarsus was not best, longer for me to make my rest.
In doing so, put forth to sea, for when men bid, there's seldom ease.
For now the winds begin to blow, thunder above and deep below make such a quiet that the ship should house him safe is wrecked in splits.
And he, the good prince, having all lost, by waves from coast to coast is tossed.
Enter Pericles, wet.
Yet cease your ire, you angry stars of heaven! Rain and thunder, remember earth! Substance that must yield to you, and I, as fits my nature, do obey!
Then fortune, tired with doing bad, threw him ashore to make him glad.
Act 2, Scene 1. Pentapolis, by the seaside.
Ugh! What ho, Pilch?
Ha! Come and bring away the nets.
What patch breach, I say?
What say you, missus?
Come away or I'll fetch thee with a wagon.
Oh, faith, I'm thinking of the poor men who were cast away before us even now.
Alas, poor souls, it grieves my heart to hear. What pitiful cries they make to us, to help them when all the day can scarce help ourselves.
Nay, said not I as much. When I saw the porpoise, how he bounced and tumbled, they say they're half fish, half flesh.
Whoa. Missus, I marvel how the fishes live in the sea.
Why, as men do a land, the great ones eat up the little ones. I can compare such misers to nothing so fit as to a whale, that plays and tumbles, driving the poor fry before him, and at last devour them, all at a mouthful.
But if the good King Simonides were of my mind, we would purge the land of these drones. That rob would be of her honey.
The King Simonides!
How by the things subject of the sea these bishops tell the infirmities of men, and by their watery empire recollect all that they may acquire, and they detect. Peace be at your labor, honest bishop.
Honest? Good fellow, what's that?
And if you see the sea may have cast upon your coast,
What drunken knave was the sea to cast thee in our way?
a man who, by the waters and the wind in that vast tennis court, hath made the ball for them to play upon, entreats you pity him. He asks of you, they never used to beg.
Cannot you beg? Here if them in this country get more begging than we can do with working.
Canst thou catch any fish?
I never practiced it.
Nay, and thou wilt starve sure, for here's nothing to be got nowadays, unless thou canst fish for it.
Fishing!
What I have been I have forgot to know, but what I am wants teach me to think on. A man thronged up with cold, my veins are chill, and have no more of that life that may suffice to give my tongue that heat to ask your help. Which, if you shall refuse, when I am dead, for that I am a man, pray you see me buried.
Die, quotha! Now God forbid it, and I have a gown here. Come, keep thee warm. Now for me, a handsome fellow. Come, thou shalt go home and have fish for fasting days and more, puddings and flapjacks, and thou shalt be welcome.
I thank you.
Who could drop the net?
Harkye, sir, do you know where you are?
Not well.
Why, I'll tell you. This is called Pentapolis, and our king, the good Simonides.
The good Simonides, do you call it?
Aye, sir, and he deserves so to be called for his peaceable reign and good government.
He is a happy king, for he earns from his subjects the name of good by his government. How far is his court distant from these shores?
Marry, sir, half a day's journey, and I'll tell you, he hath a fair daughter, and tomorrow is her birthday, and there are princes and knights come from all parts of the world to joust and tourney for her love.
For my fortune's equal to my desires, I wish to make one there.
Oh, sir, things must be as they are.
Help, missus! Help! There are fish eggs in the net, like a poor man's wool to log to a harpy come out.
Tis come at last, and 'tis turned to rusty armor?
An armor, friends. I pray you let me see it. It's fortune. Yet after all crosses, thou givest me someone to repair myself. It was mine own, part of my heritage, which my dead father did bequeath to me, with this strict charge, even as he left his life. Keep it, my Pericles. It hath been a shield twixt me and death, and pointed to this brace, that it hath saved me, may it defend me. It kept where I kept. I so dearly loved it to the rough seas that spares not any man took it in rage. Though calmed, have given it again, I thank thee for it.
What mean you, sir?
To beg of you this coat of worth, for it was sometime target to a king, and for his sake I wish the having of you. And that you'll guide me to your sovereign's court, where with it I may appear a gentleman. And if ever my love fortune's better, I'll pay your bounties. Till then, rest your dinner.
Why, will thou turning from the lady?
I'll show the virtue I have borne in arms.
Oh, I do take it. And the gods give thee good odds.
Aye, but hark you, my friend. 'Twas we that made of this garment through the rough seams of the waters, and there are certain dolmens, certain veils. I hope, sir, that if you thrive, you'll remember from whence you had it.
Believe it, I will. By your furtherance, I am clothed in steel.
Yeah!
Only, my friends, I am yet unprovided a pair of bases.
Well, sir, provide. Thou shalt have my best gown to make thee a pair, and we'll bring thee to the court ourselves.
An honor be but a goal to my will. On this day I'll rise, or else add ill to ill. To Pentapolis!
Act true, scene true. Court of King Simonides at Pentapolis.
Are the knights ready to begin the trial?
They are ready, and stay your coming to fulfill themselves.
We are ready, and our daughter here, in honor of whose birth these triumphs are, sits here like you, child, whom nature gat for men to see, and seeing, wonder at.
It pleaseth you, my royal father, to express my condemnation's great, whose merits less.
It's fit it should be so, for princes are a model which heaven makes like to itself. As jewels lose their glory if neglected, so princes they're renounced if not respected. Who is the first that doth prefer himself?
A knight of Sparta, my renowned father.
Who is the second that presents himself?
A prince of Macedon, my royal father.
And with the third?
The third of Antioch.
And what of the fourth?
Of Aragon.
And with the fifth?
Of Morocco.
Plus the sixth, and last, of Mean Knight.
With such a graceful courtesy.
He seems to be a stranger.
From the dejected state wherein he is, he hopes by you. His fortunes yet may flourish.
He well may be a stranger, for he comes to an honored triumph, strangely furnished, and on said purpose let his armor rust until this day to scour it in the dust.
Opinion's but a fool, that makes us scan the outward habit by the inward man. But stay, the knights are coming!
Yes.
On guard! Turning!
It's to say, the court of Kings Mighties at Pentapolis!
Nice to say you're welcome. We're superfluous. Prepare for mirth becomes feast. You are princes and my guests.
But you, my knight and my guest, to whom this wreath of victory I give, and crown you king of this day's happiness.
Tis more my fortune, lady, than my merit.
Call it by what you will. The day is yours. And here, I hope, are none that envy it. No! Come, queen of the feast. For daughter, so you are. Here, take your place. Knights, your presence glads our days. For honor we love. For who hates honor, hates the gospel.
By Jove, I wonder, that is king of thoughts. These gates resist me. She who thought upon.
By Juno, that is queen of marriage, all violence I do seem unsavory. Wishing him my meat. Sure, he's but a gallant gentleman.
He's but a country gentleman. Has done no more than any other knight has done. Broken of the staff or so let it pass.
To me, he seems like diamond to glass.
Yon king's to me like to my father's picture, that tells in that glory once he was, had princes sit like stars about his throne, when he the sun for them to reverence. None that beheld him, but like lesser knights, did veil their crowns to his supremacy. For now, his sun is like a glowworm at night, which hath fiery darkness, not of light, whereby I see the times the king of men. He is both their parent, and he is their great, and gives them what he will, not what they crave.
What? Are you married, knights?
Who can be other in this royal presence?
Here, with this cup stirred to the brim, as so do love filled to your mistress's lips, we drink this health to you.
We thank your grace.
Yet, pause a while. Yon knight doth sit too melancholy. Nor did not you, Thaisa.
What's it to me, my father?
Oh, attend, my daughter. Here, say we drink this standing bowl of wine to him.
Alas, my father, if he fits not me, unto a stranger knight, to be so bold.
How? Do as I bid you, or you'll move me else.
Now, by the gods, he could not please me better.
And furthermore, tell him we desire to know of whence he is, his name, and his parentage.
The king, my father, sir, has drunk tea,
I thank him.
wishing in so much blood unto your life.
I thank both him and you, and pledge him freely.
And furthermore, he desires to know of you, of whence you are, your name and heritage.
A gentleman of Tyre, my name Pericles. My education in arts and arms, where looking for adventures in the world was why the rough seas rattled with ships and men, and after shipwreck, driven upon these shores.
He thanks your grace,
Mm.
named himself Pericles, a gentleman of Tyre,
Mm.
who bereft by ships and men was cast upon the shore.
Now by the gods, I do pity his misfortune, and will awake him from his melancholy. Come, gentle people, we sit too long on trifles, which waste the time that looks for other rebels. Even in your armors that you are addressed, we will become a soldier's dance.
Soldiers dance!
Thank you, gentle people, to all. All have done well, but you, the best. These knights are to their several lodgings. Yours, sir, we have given order to be next to our own.
I am at your grace's pleasure.
Knights, it is too late to talk of love, which is a mark I know you love me. Therefore, each one be taken to his rest. Tomorrow, all's for speeding. Do their best.
Act 2, Scene 4, Tyre, the governor's house.
Helicanus!
No, Ascanius, know this of me. Antiochus from incest lived not free. For which the most high gods, not minding, longer to withhold the vengeance that they had in store. He was seated in a chariot of inestimable value, and his daughter with him. A fire from heaven came and shriveled up those bodies even to loathing, for they so suffered. All those eyes adored them ere their fall. Scorn now their hand should give them birth.
This was very strange.
And yet, but justice.
This is very true.
Noble Helicanus, nose are risen to the top, and at length they overflow their veins.
Your griefs for what? Wrong not your prince whom you love.
Wrong not yourself then, noble Helicanus. If the prince do live, let us salute him. If in the world he live, we'll seek him out. And if his grave he rest, we'll find him there.
Whose death indeed is greatest in our censure,
And in knowing this kingdom is without a head, like goodly buildings without a roof soon fall to ruin.
Your noble self, that best know how to rule and how to reign. We thus submit unto our sovereign.
Long live noble Helicanus!
Long live noble Helicanus!
My honor's cause is that you love Prince Pericles forbear a 12-month longer. Let me entreat you to forbear the absence of your king.
No.
Sir, if in which time expired he not return, I shall with aged patience bear your yoke.
To wisdom, he's a fool that will not yield.
Then you love us, we you, and will clasp hands. But peers thus knit, your kingdom ever stands.
Act 2, Scene 5, Cantatus, a room in the palace.
Enter the king reading a letter.
Now, to my daughter's letter. She tells me here that she'll wed a stranger knight, or never more to view nor day nor light. Tis well, mistress, your choice agrees with mine. Nay, how absolute she ain't, not minding whether I dislike or no. Well, your choice does agree with mine. And I will no longer have it be delayed. So, here he comes. I must dissemble it.
All fortune to good Simonians.
To you as much. Sir, I am beholding to you for your sweet music this last night. I do protest never have my ears been better fed with such delightful, pleasing harmony.
It's your grace's pleasure to commend, not my dessert.
Sir, you are music's master.
The worst of all her scholars, my good lord.
Let me ask you something, sir. What do you think of my daughter?
Most virtuous princess.
And she is fair too, is she not?
It's a fair day in summer, wondrous fair.
Sir, my daughter thinks very well of you. Ah, so well that you must become her teacher. And she will be your scholar, therefore look into it.
I am unworthy for her schoolmaster.
She thinks not peruse this writing else.
What's here? A letter that she loves the knight of Tyre? 'Tis the king's subtlety to have my life. Oh, seek not to entrap me, gracious lord. A stranger, a distressed gentleman who never aimed so high to love your daughter, but bent all offices to honor her.
Thou hast bewitched my daughter, and thou art a villain.
By the gods, I have not. Never did thought of mine levy offense, nor never did my actions yet commence a deed might gain her love or your displeasure.
Traitor, thou liest.
Traitor?
I, traitor!
Even in his throat, unless it be the king that calls me traitor, I return the lie.
Now, by the gods, I do applaud his courage.
My actions are as noble as my thoughts, that never relished of a base sense. I came into your court for honor's cause, not to be a rebel to her state.
No? Well, here comes my daughter. She can witness it.
Then as you are as virtuous, as fair, resolve your angry father. If my tongue did e'er solicit or my hand subscribe to any syllable that ever made love to you,
Why, sir, say if you had, who takes offense at that would make me glad.
Yeah, mistress, are you so peremptory? I'm glad I want with all my heart. I'll tame you. I'll bring you into subjection. Will you not have my consent bestow your love and your affections upon a stranger, who for aught I know, may be in greatest blood as I myself. Therefore, hear you, mistress. Either you will frame your will to mine, and hear you, sir. Either you will be ruled by me, or I'll make you man and wife. And for further grief, God give you both joy. What do you please?
Yes, if you love me, sir.
even as my life, my pleasant fosters it.
What are you both agreed?
Yes, it pleased your majesty.
It pleaseth me so well that I will see you wed, and then with what haste you can get you to bed.
Act 3.
Time passes.
Messenger kneels with a letter to Pericles.
Pericles shows it to Simonides.
At last from Tyre, to the court of King Simonides, our letters brought the tender news.
Antiochus!
His daughter.
Dad!
Yes!
The people of Tyre, under head of Helicanus, would soon set under crown of Tyre. But he will none, says to them.
If Pericles come not home in twice 6 moons, I obedient to your dooms will take the crown.
Brief on us, hence depart for Tyre.
Enter Tynesa. With child!
Aww. His queen with child makes her desire to go along too.
With Lycorda, a nurse. The king shows her the letter. She and Pericles take leave of her father and depart.
And
So to see!
Rebuke thy scourges,
Licorda! Lucina, oh, divinest patroness and midwife gentle, to those who cry by night. Convey thy deity aboard our dancing boat. Make swift the pangs of my queen's travails. Now, Licorda!
Here's a thing too young for such a place, who if it had conceived and died as I meant to do, taking your arms this peace in your dead queen.
How, Licorda?
Patience, good sir, do not assist the storm. Your all is left living of your queen, little daughter. For the sake of it, be manly and take comfort.
Oh, you gods. Why do you make us love with the gifts that snatch them straight away?
Patience, good sir. Discharge.
No mile will be thy life. No more clusters of earth have never paid. Light and gentle thy conditions. Thou art the goodliest welcome to this world that ever was princess child. Happy with fathers. Now the good gods throw their best eyes upon us.
What courage, sir! God save you!
Courage enough, I do not fear the flaw. It hath done to me the worst. Yet, for the love of this poor infant, this fresh new seafarer, I would be quiet.
Sink the bowlines there! Thou wilt not! Wilt thou? Go and split thyself!
Sir, your queen must overboard. The sea works high, the wind is loud, and will not lie till the ship be cleared of the dead.
It's your superstition.
Pardon us, sir. With us at sea it hath been still observed, and we are strong in custom. Therefore briefly yield her, for she must overboard straight.
As you think me.
Here she lies, sir.
So we have a chest here, cocked and platoon ready. Thank thee. Licorda, hide thee whilst I say a priestly farewell to her. Suddenly, woman. Mariner, say, what coast is this?
We are near Tarsus.
Thither, gentle Mary. When canst thou reach it?
By break of day, if the wind cease.
Oh. Then make for Tarsus, where I will visit Cleon, for the babe cannot hold out to Tyre. There I will leave it in careful nursing. Go thy ways, good Mary. I'll bring the body presently. A terrible childhood hast thou had, my dear. No life. The unfriendly elements forgot the other day. Nor have I time to give thee hallowed to thy grave, but strength must cast thee scarcely called in the news. Whereupon a monument to thy bones, the air remaining lamps, the belching whale, and the humming waters must overwhelm thy corpse, lying with simple shells.
Now, I mere endure.
Give us some up, Perry, and tell me how it works. 'Tis known, I ever studied physic, and through its sacred art I have, with my practice, made familiar the blessed infusions that dwell in vegetables, stones, and metals, and can speak of the disturbances that nature works, and other cures.
So, live there! Live there! Even now that the sea toss upon our shore, this chest, 'tis of some wreck.
Let's look upon it.
'Tis like a coffin.
Water beats its wondrous heavy, wretched open straight. If the seas slanted be our tortured gold, 'tis a good constraint of fortune and diligence.
'Tis so many.
As a, 'tis called through too. Rush smells most sweetly in my senses. A delicate odor, as ever in my nostril. So up with it. Oh, most potent gods! What would it be, of course? How strange. Shroud and cloth of state, bond and treasure with full bags of spices, a passport too. Apollo perfecting the characters. I, King Pericles, have lost this queen, worth all our mundane cost. Who finds her give her burying? To the daughter of a king. Besides this treasure for thee, the gods will quite share. If thou livest, Pericles, thou hast a heart that ever cracked below. This chance tonight, most likely. Nay, certainly tonight, for look how fresh you be. They were too rough. That who threw in the sea make a fire within. Death may usurp on nature's many hours, and yet the fire of life kindle again the oppressed spirits. Well done, well done. The fire and the cloth, the rough and the woeful music sound, beseech you. The viol once more, how thou stirrest thou block. The music there, I pray you give her air. This queen will live.
Oh, dear Diana, what world is this? Where is my lord?
Got this straight.
Most rare. To next chamber bear her get later. Now this madam will look for her relashes and look. Come, come.
Most honored Cleon, I must needs be gone. My 12 months are expired, and Tyre stands in the litigious peace. You and your lady take from my heart all things. The gods make up the rest of one.
Your shakes of fortune, though they hurt you mortally, yet glance full wonderingly on us.
Oh, your sweet queen, that the strict fates had pleased you and brought her hither to have blessed mine eyes with her.
We cannot but obey the powers above us. Could I rage and roar as off the sea she lies in, yet the end must be as 'tis. My gentle baby, for whom she was born at sea, I have named so. Here I charge her charity with all, leaving her in the hands of your care, beseeching you to give her princely training, that she may be mannered as she is born.
Fear not, my lord, but think, your grace, that fed my country with your corn, for which the people's prayers still fall upon you, must in your child be thought of.
So I take my leave. Good madam, may be blessed in your care in bringing up my child.
I have one myself, my billeted, who shall not be more dear to my respect than yours, my lord.
Madam, my thanks and prayers.
We'll bring your grace even to the edge of the shore.
I will embrace your honor. No tears, Florida. No tears. Look down tears for the mistress, whose faith you can depend hereafter. Come, my lord.
Madam, this letter and some certain jewels ladies in your coffer, which are at your command. Know you the character?
It is my lord's.
The ships at sea, I well remember. Even on my learning time.
But whether they are right to deliver by the will of gods, I cannot say. But since King Pericles, my wedded lord, we ne'er shall see again. A vestal livery will I take me to, and never more have joy.
Madam, if you hold as you speak, Diana's temple's not distant far, where he may abide till he expire.
My recompense is thanks, that's all. My goodwill great, though small.
Act 4!
Pericles' local queen we leave at Ephesus. On to Diana, there a vultress.
A Votaris?
A nun.
Imagine, Pericles arrives at Tyre, welcomed and settled to his own desire.
Now to Marina, bend your mind, whom our fathering sea must find, at Tarsus and by Cleon trained, in music, letters, who hath gained of education all the grace, which makes her both the art and the place of general wonder.
That monster envy, of the rack of earnest praise, Marina's might seeks to take off my season's night.
And in this kind our Cleon hath one daughter and a full-grown wench.
This skeleton contends in skill with absolute Marina.
So Marina gets all praises, which are paid as debts and not as given.
This so dark that Philippine with all grace and work that Peon's wife, but everywhere a present murder does prepare for good Marina.
That her daughter might stand peerless by the slaughter.
And sooner vile thoughts to stab, Lycorida, our nurse, is dead.
And the cursed Dionysa hath, the pregnant instrument of wrath, pressed for this blow.
Dionysa has appeared, being
A murderer.
Thy oath remember thou art sworn to do. Let not conscience inflame love in thy bosom, nor let pity melt thee, but be a soldier to thy purpose.
I will do it. But yet she is a goodly creature.
The fitter then the gods should have her. If she comes weeping for her only mistress's death, thou art resolved.
I have plenty of resolve.
Come now, Marina, why are you alone? How chance my daughter is not with you? Do not consume your blood with sorrow. We have you a nurse of me. Lord, how your favors changed with this unprofitable moment. I'll give you your flowers ere the seed Marit. Walk with me. The air is good there, and it pierces and sharpens the stomach. Come, Beauty, take her by the arm, walk with her. No, I pray you, I'm not bereave you of your servant. Come, I love the king your father and yourself with more than foreign heart. We every day expect him here. When he shall come and find our paragon to all reports thus blasted, he will repent the dread of his great voyage. Blame both my lord and me for taking no care to your best horses. Go, I pray you. Walk and be cheerful once again. Revive that excellent complexion which did steal the eyes of young and old. Care not for me, I can go home alone. Well, I will go, but yet I have no desire to. Come, I know it is good for you. Walk half an hour, lady, at the least. Remember what I have said.
I warn you, master.
I leave you, my sweet lady, for a while. What? I must have care of you. My thanks, sweet madam. This way west of the Bedford.
Southwest.
When I was born, the wind was north.
So,
My father, as nurse said, did never fear, but cried, "Good seamen!" to the sailors, gobbling his kingly hand, hailing ropes and clasping to the mast, and during a sea that almost burst the deck.
what was this?
When I was born, never was wave nor wind more violent. And from the ladder tackle watches off a canvas climber. The boatswain whistles and the captain calls and travels their confusion.
Come say your prayers.
What mean you?
If you require a little space for prayer, granted, pray. But be not tedious! For the gods are quick of ear, and I am sworn to do my work with haste.
Why will you kill me?
To satisfy my lady.
Why would she have me killed? Now as I can remember, by my troth, I never did her hurt in all my life. I never spake bad word, nor did I turn to any living creature. Believe me, law, I never killed a mouse, nor hurt a fly. I tried to fight a worm against my will, but I went for it. How am I offended? Where in my death may you her any profit, or my life imply her any danger?
My commission is not to reason of the deed, but do it.
You will not do it, for all the world, I hope. You are well favored, and your looks were showing you have a gentle heart. I saw you lately when you cut curtains, parting to that thought. But sooth it showed well in you. Do so now. Your lady seeks my life. Come you between and say, for me the weaker.
We'll dispatch.
Have pity, help, for mercy's sake!
This is too hard. Stop.
You're pirates! Come, let's have remorse!
Oh! These roguing thieves serve the great pirate Valdez, and they've seized Marina. Let her go. There's no hope she will return. I'll swear she's dead. Thrown into the sea.
Yar.
You called?
Search the market, narrow. Middle Lane is full of galleons. We lost way too much money this morning by being too wenches.
We were never so much out of creatures. We have but 4-3, and they can do no more than they can do. And they with continual action are as good as rotten.
Therefore, let's have fresh ones. Whatever we pay for them.
But shall I search the market?
What else, man? The stuff we have is strong will blow into pieces. They are so pitifully sodden.
Thou say it's true. It's too unwholesome. Transylvania is poor that is dead that lay with the little bag.
Aye, she quickly pooped him. She made him roast meat for worms. But I'll go search the market.
Our credit comes not like in the commodity. The sword turns we stand upon with the gods. Will be strong with us forgiving o'er.
Come, other swords offend as well as we.
As well as we. Aye, and better too. We offend worse. In our profession in any trade, it's no calling.
Come your ways, my masters. You say she's a virgin?
Oh, sir, we doubt it not.
Masters, I have gone through this piece, you see, if you should like her so.
Oh, has she any qualities?
She has a good face, speaks well, and has excellent good clothes. There's no further necessity of qualities can make her be refused.
What's your price, folks?
I cannot be baited one doit of 1,000 pieces.
Yeah!
Well, come with me, my master. You have your money presently. Wife, take her in and instruct her what she has to do, that she not be raw in her entertainment. Yeah!
Folks, take you the marks of her, the color of her hair, height, complexion, age, with warrants of her virginity, and cry, he that shall give most shall have her first. Get this done as I command you.
Performance shall follow. Hey.
Alack, that lady name was so slack, so slow. He should have struck, not spoke, but that these pirates, not enough barbarous, had not overboard thrown me, for to seek my mother.
For the mention, pretty one.
That I am pretty.
Come, the gods have done their part for you.
I accuse them not.
You shall live with pleasure.
No!
Yes, indeed, shall you, and taste gentlemen of all complexion. You shall fare well. You shall have the difference of all fashions. You stop your ears.
Are you a woman?
What would you have me be, and I be not a woman?
An honest woman or not a woman?
Come, you're a young full of sapling and must be bound as I would have you.
The gods defend you!
Now, sir, hast thou cried through the market?
I've cried her almost the number of her hairs. I have drawn her picture with my voice.
Lady Christie, tell me, how does thou find the inclination of the people, especially of the younger sort?
Well, faith they listen to me as they would have hearkened to their father's testament.
Pray you come hither a while. You have fortune coming upon you, mark me. You must seem to do that fearfully, but you submit willingly.
Understand you not!
Oh, take her home, mistress, take her home. These blushes of hers must be quenched with some present practice.
Thou sayest true, I think, till they must.
But, mistress, since it was I who bargained for this joint,
Thou meanest cut a morsel off the spit.
I may so.
Who should deny it? But spend thou that in the town. Report what a Pericles she is, and thou hast the harvest out of thine own report.
I warrant you, mistress, thunder shall not so much awake the bed of eels as my giving out her beauty stirs up the looply curling. I'll bring home some tonight.
Come your way, follow me.
If fires be hot, knives sharp, or waters deep, untied I still my virgin knot will keep. Diana, aid my purpose.
What have we to do with Diana? Pray will you go?
Dionysa.
Why are you foolish? Can it be undone?
Dionysus, such a piece of slaughter the sun and moon never looked upon.
I think you'll turn a child again.
Oh, were I chief lord of all this spacious world, I'd give it to undo the deed. Oh, villain, Leonine, whom thou hast poisoned too. What canst thou say when old Pericles shall demand his child?
That she's dead. She died at night, I'll say so.
go to. Well. More faults beneath the heavens the gods do like this worst.
I do shame to think of what a noble strain you are, and yet how coward a spirit. Yet none does know but you how she came dead, nor none can know Leonie being gone. She did disdain my child and stood between her and her best fortunes. None would look on her but cast their gazes on Marina's face, while the stars was blurred at, not worth the time of day. It pierced me through, and though you call my course unnatural, I find it greets me as an enterprise of kindness performed to our sole daughter.
Heavens forgive us.
And as for Pericles, what should he say? We wept after her hearse, and yet we mourn.
Thou art like the harpy, which to betray doest with thine angel's face, seized with thine eagle's talons.
You are like one that superstitiously do swear to the gods that the winter kills the flies, but yet I know you'll do as I advise.
Now against warning the wayward seas.
Well-sailing ships and bounteous winds have brought this king to Tarsus to fetch his daughter home.
Before the tomb of Marina, Tarsus.
Cleon shows Pericles the tomb.
Where Pericles makes lamentation.
This grief is as a blade that cuts my heart. Never again shall I speak a word to anyone.
Pericles in sorrow, all devoured, leaves Tarsus, and the sea he bears, the tempest which his mortal vessel tears.
Yet he rides it out. Let Pericles believe his daughter's dead, and bear his courses to be ordered by Lady Fortune. Patience then, and think you now are all in middling.
No, I for no more of these bawdy houses. Shall I go hear the vestal sing?
I'll do anything now that is virtuous, but I am out of the road of running forever.
Well, I'd rather twice the worth of her than she never come here.
Why upon her? We must either get her ravished or be rid of her. She would make a Puritan of the devil if he could even a kiss of her.
Ah, here comes the Lord Lysimachus disguised. How now? How much for a dozen virginities?
The gods will bless your honor.
I am glad to see your honor in good health.
You may. So 'tis the better for you that your resorters stand upon sound legs. How now? Wholesome iniquity have you, that man may deal with all and defy the surgeon?
We have her once, sir, if she would, but there never came like her middling.
She'll view the deeds of darkness, thou and say.
His honor knows what 'tis to say well enough.
Well, call forth.
Marina! Is she not a fair creature?
Faith, she would serve after a long holy siege. Here's for you. Leave us.
I beseech your honor. Give me leave a word and I'll have done presently.
I beseech you do.
First, I would have you note that this is an honorable man.
I desire to find him so, that I may worthily note him.
He's the governor of this very country and a man whom I am bound to.
If he govern the country, you are bound to him indeed. But how honorable he is in that, I know not.
Pray you, without any more virginal fencing, to use some kindness. You will line your apron with gold.
If you will do graciously, I will thankfully receive.
Ah! You done?
Come, we'll leave his honor and her together. Go, darn boots.
Now, trade. How long have you been in this trade?
What trade, sir?
Why, I cannot name, but I shall offend.
I cannot be offended with my trade. Please do to name it.
How long have you been of this profession?
Ever since I can remember.
Did you go to so young? Were you games at 5 or at 7?
Earlier too, sir. Now I be one.
Why? The house you dwell in proclaims you to be a creature of sale.
Do you know this house to be a place of such resort and will come into it? I hear say you're of honorable parts, now the governor of this place.
What? Has the principal made known unto you who I am?
Who is my principal?
Why, you're her woman. She that sets seeds and roots of shame and iniquity.
Oh, you have heard something of my power.
And so stand aloft for more serious woman. But I protest to thee, pretty one. My authority shall not see thee, or else look friendly upon thee. Come, bring me to some private place. Come.
If you were born to honor, show it now. If put upon you, make the judgment good. I thought you worthy of it.
How's this? Some more.
Be safe.
For me that am a maid, though most of gentle fortune has placed me in the sky, for since I came, diseases have been so dearer than physic. But not the gods would safely deliver me from this place. Well, they did mean change me to the meanest bird that flies in the pure air.
I did not think thou couldst have spoke so well. Never dreamt thou couldst. Had I brought hither a corrupted mind, the speech had altered it. Oh, here's gold for thee. Persevere in the clear way thou goest, and the gods strengthen thee.
For the gods preserve you.
Fare thee well, thou art a piece of virtue. I doubt that not the trade hath been. Oh, here's more gold for thee. A curse upon him. Die he like a thief that robs thee of thy goodness. If thou dost hear from me, it shall be for thy good.
I beseech your honor one piece for me.
Avaunt, thou damned doorkeeper! Your house, but for this virgin that doth profit, would sink and overwhelm you. Away!
How is this? We must take another course with you? If your peevish chastity, which is not worth a breakfast, and the cheapest coat under this country shall undo a whole household, then let me be gelded like a spaniel. Come your ways.
Whither would you have me?
Come your ways! There'll be no more gentlemen be driven away. Come your ways, I say!
How now? What's the matter?
Worse and worse. She has here spoken holy words to the Lord Lysimachus.
Oh, abominable!
She makes our profession as if it were to stink before the face of the gods.
Mary, hang her up forever.
The nobleman would have dealt with her like a nobleman, and she sent him away as cold as a snowball, and saying his prayers too.
Don't take her away. Use as thy pleasure. Crack the glass of her virginity and make the rest malleable.
If she were a thornier piece of ground than she is, she shall be plowed.
Hark, you gods!
She conjures!
Away with her! When she had never come within my doors, she's born to a tempest!
Come, mistress, come your way with me.
Whither wilt thou have me?
To take from you the jewel you hold so dear.
Prithee, tell me one thing first.
Come now, you're one thing.
What canst thou wish thine enemy to be?
Why, I could wish him to be my master, or rather my mistress.
Neither of these are so bad as thou art, since they do better thee in their command. Thou holds the place for which the faintest feet of hell would not a reputation change.
What would you have me do? Go to the wars, would you? Where a man may serve 7 years for the loss of a leg and not have enough money in the end to buy him a wedded one?
Do anything but this thou doest. Empty old receptacles are common sewers of filth. Any of these ways are yet better than this, without the gods of Satan deliver me from this place. Here's gold for thee. If that thy master would gain by me and proclaim that I can sing, weave, sew, and dance. In all these I will undertake to teach. I doubt not that this populous city will yield many scholars.
But can you teach all this you speak of?
Prove that I cannot. Prostitute me to the basest room that thou frequentest your house.
I'll see what I can do. If I can place thee, I will.
But amongst honest women.
Faith, my acquaintance lies little amongst them. But since my master and mistress hath bought you, nothing can be done but by their consent. Therefore, I will let them know of your purpose, and I doubt not that I shall find them tractable enough. Come, I'll do for thee what I can.
Marina thus the brothel escapes and chances into an honest house, our story says.
Now to her father, on thoughts to came, where we left her on the sea.
Returning beneath the winds, he arrives in Italy, here where his daughter dwells.
Suppose him now at anchor, from whence Lysimachus our Tyrian ship spies.
Sir, there's a barge put off from Italy, and in it Lysimachus the governor, who craves to come aboard. What is your will?
That he hath his. Call up.
My lord calls! Hail, reverend sir! The gods preserve you!
And you to outlive the age I am, and die as I would do.
You wish me well. Being on shore, seeing this goodly vessel right before us, I may do it, to know whence you are.
Sir, our vessel is of Tyre, in it the king, a man who for this 3 months hath not spoken to anyone, nor taken any sustenance but to provoke his grief.
Upon what grounds is the temperature?
It would be too tedious to repeat, but the main grief springs from the loss of a beloved daughter and a wife.
May we not see him?
May, bootless is your sight. You will not speak to any.
Yet let me obtain my wish.
Behold him. This was a goodly person, till the disaster that one mortal night drove him to this.
Sir King, all hail. The gods preserve you. Hail, royal sir.
It is in vain. He will not speak to you.
Sir, we have a maid in Italy. I durst wager you wins further. She questionless with her sweetheart and other chosen attractions would allure and make a battery of his death parts.
Sure, all effectless. Yet nothing will omit that bears recovery name. But, since your kindness we have stretched thus far, let us beseech you, that for our gold we may provision have, wherein we are not destitute for want, but weary for the staleness.
Oh, sir, courtesy. Yet once more let me treat you at large the cause of your king's sorrow.
I will recount it to you, but see, I am prevented.
Oh, here's a lady that I sent for. Welcome, fair one.
It's not a goodly present. She's a gallant lady.
She is such a one, that while I well assured came of gentle kind and noble stock, I do wish no better choice, and me think rarely to wed. Farewell. All goodness that consists in battle. Expect even here, where is a kingly patient, but if thy prosperous and artificial state can draw him to answer thee in aught, thy sacred physic shall receive such pay as thy desires may.
Sir, I'll use my utmost skill in his recovery.
Come. Let us leave her.
The gods make her prosperous.
Hail, sir. My lord, lend ear.
I am a maid, my lord, that never before invited eyes have been gazed on like a comet. She speaks, my lord, that maybe hath endured a grief might equal yours if both were justly weighed. Though wayward fortune did malign my state, my deprivation was from ancestors who stood equivalent with the mighty kings. But time hath rooted out my parentage and bound to me in servitude.
I would assist, but there is something blows upon my cheek and whispers in my ear, go not till we speak.
My fortunes. Parentage. Good parentage. To equal mine. Was it not thus would say you?
I said, my lord, if you did know my parentage, you would not do me violence.
I do think so. Pray you turn your eyes upon me. There's something that... What countrywoman here of these shores?
No, nor of any shores. Yet I was more than but forth, and am no other than I appear.
I am great with woe, and shall deliver weeping. My dearest wife was like this maid, and such a one my daughter might have been. My queen's square brows, her stature 2 inches, wand-like straight, as silver-voiced, her eyes as jewel-like encased as richly, who starves the ears she feeds, and makes them hungry the more she gives them speech. Where do you live?
Where I am but a stranger.
Where were you bred? And how achieved you these endowments that you make more rich to owe?
If I should tell my history, it would seem like lies sustained in the reporting.
Prithee speak. Falseness cannot come from thee, for thou looks modest as justice. I will believe thee, and make my senses credit thy relation to points that seem impossible, for thou looks like one I love indeed. What were thy friends? Didst thou not say, when I did push thee back, that thou camest from good descending?
So indeed I did.
Report thy parentage. I think thou saidst thou hast been tossed from wrong to injury, and that thou griefs might equal mine if both were open.
Some such thing I said, and said no more, but what my thoughts did bore me is likely.
Tell thy story. What were thy family? How lost thou them? Thy name, my most kind virgin. Recount, I do beseech thee. Come, sit by me.
My name is Marina.
Oh, I am mocked. And thou by some insensate God sent hither to make the world to laugh at me.
Patience, good sir, or here I'll see.
Nay, I'll be patient. How little knowest how thou dost startle me to call thyself Marina.
The name was given me by one that had some power, my father and a king.
How, a king's daughter and called Marina?
You said you would believe me, but not to be a trouble of your peace, I will end here.
But are you flesh and blood? Have you a working pulse? And are you no fairy? Ocean. Well, speak on. Where were you born and wherefore called Marina?
Called Marina, for I was born at sea.
At sea? What mother?
My mother was the daughter of a king who died the minute I was born, as my good nurse Lacorda had all delivered breathing.
Oh, stop there a little. This is the rarest dream that ere dull sleep did mock sad fools withal. This cannot be my daughter Marion. Well, speak on. I'll hear you more to the bottom of your story and never interrupt you.
You scorn believe me. To your best I did give over.
I'll hear you more to the bottom of your story, but give me leave. Where were you bred? How came you in these parts?
The king my father did in Tarsus leave me, till cruel Cleon with his wicked wife did seek to murder me, and would a villain to attempt it.
But good sir, why do you weep it? Maybe it be an imposture, no good fame.
I am the daughter to King Pericles, if good King Pericles be.
Oh, Helicanus! Calls my lord? Thou art a brave and noble counselor, most wise and general. Tell me if thou canst what this maid is or what is like to be.
Thou hast made me weep. I know not, but here's the regent Sir Middleine speaks nobly of her. She would never tell her parentage. Being demanded that, she would sit still and weep.
Oh, Helicanus, strike me, honored sir. Give me a gash, put me to present pain, as the sea of joy is rushing over me. Overwhelm the shores of my mortality and drown me with their sweetness. Oh, come hither, thou that begets him that did thee beget, thou that was born at sea, buried at Tarsus, and found at sea again. Oh, Helicanus, down on thy knees! Thank the holy gods as loud as thunder threatens us. This is Marina.
Sir, I pray, what is your title?
I am Pericles of Tyre. Yet tell me now, my drowned queen's name. Thou art the heir of kingdoms, and another life to Pericles thy father.
Is it no more to be your daughter than to say my mother's name was Thaisa? Thaisa was my mother, who did end the minute I began.
Now blessings on thee. Rise. Thou art my child. Oh, give me fresh garments. Mine own Helicanus. She's not dead at Tarsus as she should have been by savage Cleon. She is thy very princess. Who is this?
Sir, 'tis the governor of Middleine, who, hearing of your melancholy state, did come to see you.
I embrace you. Ugh, give me fresh garments. I'm wild in my beholding. Oh, heavens, bless my girl, but what music?
My lord, I hear none.
None? 'Tis the music of the spheres, this my Marina. Rarest of sounds, do you not hear?
Music, my lord?
It nips me unto listening. And thick slumber hangs upon mine eyes. Let me rest.
My temple stands in Ephesus. Hie thee thither, and do upon mine altar reverence there when my maiden priests are met together before the people all. Reveal how thou at sea didst lose thy wife to mourn thy crossings of thy daughter. Perform my bidding, for thou livest in woe. Do it, be happy, that my silver bow await.
Celestial Diana, I will obey thee. Helicanus, sir! My purpose was for Tarsus, there to strike the inhospitable Cleon. But I am for other service first. Turn our blown sails toward Ephesus. Anon I'll tell thee why.
Good sir, ere you depart,
I have another secret. You shall prevail. Were to woo my daughter, for it seems you have been noble to her. Give me your arm. Come, my Marina.
Now our sands are almost run.
Feathered briefness sails are filled, and wishes fall out as they're willed.
For wicked Cleon and his wife,
When fame has spread their cursed deed, and honor gave the Pericles to raise the city run.
That him and her in his palace burn.
The gods are murdered with no content, to punish, although not done, but meant.
Before the temple of Diana at Ephesus.
Hail, Diane! To obey thy just command, I hereby confess myself the king of Tyre. Frighted from my country, I did wed at hapless, the fair Thaisa. At sea in childbirth died she, but brought forth a maid called Marina, whom, oh goddess, where's yet thy silver livery? Fortune's brought the maid to us, who by her own most clear remembrance made herself known to be my daughter.
Oh, you are a royal Pericles!
What means the nun? She died! Help!
No, sir, if you have told Diana's vaulted truth, this is your wife!
Reverend here and now, I threw her overboard with these very arms.
Early on a blustering morn, this lady was thrown upon our shore. Look, Thais is recovered.
Oh, my lord, are you not Pericles? Like him you spake, like him you are. Did you not name a birth, a tempest, and a death?
The voice of my Thaisa.
That Thaisa am I, supposed dead and proud.
No more, you gods. Your present kindness makes my past misery sports. You shall do well that on the touching of her lips I may melt, and no more be seen. Oh, come, be buried once more in these arms. Look who kneels here. Flesh of thy flesh, Thaisa. Thy burden at sea and called Marina, for she was born there.
Mother, blessed and mine own.
Now do I long to hear how you were found, and who to thank for this great miracle besides the gods.
Kind Ceremon, this woman before the gods have shown their power, that can from first to last resolve you.
Reverend Madam, will you reveal how this dead queen relives?
I will, my lord. No needful thing omitted.
Thaisa, this prince, the fair betrothed of your daughter, shall marry her in Pentapolis.
Good Ceremon had letters of good credit. Sir, my father's dead.
Heavens make a star. Yet there, my queen, we'll celebrate their nuptials, and ourselves will in that kingdom spend our following days. Our son and daughter will in Tyre reign. Good Ceremon, we do your longing stay. To hear the rest untold, lead the way.
Antiochus and his daughter, you have heard.
Of monstrous lust, the due and just reward.
And Pericles, a queen and daughter seen.
Although assailed with fortune fierce and keen.
Virtue preferred from fell destruction's blast.
Led on by heaven and crowned with joy at last.
And so on your patience evermore attending.
New joy wait on you.
Hear